All right, welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest gameplay of sorts. Yeah, it's 68 degrees in Chicago. Very cool. So we had a question in the comments of not that one, episode 125 about machines and Hercus. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but Richard, please make a video on how to make and build all mechanisms, LV, MV, and HV, as I don't know how to get grinding dust. Okay, that video would take about 4 hours. However, I'm going to get you started on the basics, and we'll do a little demonstration for it here. So, let's start with the mod. And all these links will be in the show description. So in the mod for the Technics, there's a link here to Technic info and recipes made by Obco, but it's old. There is this link, which leads to here. However, there it is. Yeah, on the page, it also has the link to the source file, which is this Technic, and it has Minetest Technic Mod Pack user manual, and it also has game documentation, Misicons, Pipeworks, because they all kind of work hand in hand. But it'll basically tell you everything about the basics. Now we come into here. And this, even though it's old, it's still relevant, because this will tell you all the names of the ores that these mods use. And then it'll have the recipes, crafting recipes, how to make a pneumatic tube. And if you hover over it, it's not showing up on the video, but if you hover over each one, like this one says copper coil, then you can click on it, and it'll bring you to copper coil. And you need 4 fine copper wires and 4 steel ingots to make the copper coil. So you click on that, and it'll just keep leading you down, you know, to finally get to where you need to go. Now, so here's the grinders, and it'll you see how that's circling through. So here's a grinder. And it requires a diamond and copper ingots, all sorts of materials. These machines are very expensive to make in survival. So just be aware of that. So now you have your battery boxes, your solar arrays, your transformers, which go inside of the other devices, alloy furnace, medium voltage electric furnace. So you have all that. So let us look at another thing that you're going to need that'll help you out. This is if you're playing, regular Minetest with no mods, or you have some mods, but this will help you out, and I'll show you why. So up here we have Smart Inventory. The one that I use is Unified Inventory by Real Bad Angel. It's also included in Dream Builder. There's Inventory Plus from 10+1. And there's a couple other ones. There's a couple. Here's a Crafting Guide Plus by Random Geek. And I saw another one here that was for crafting. Maybe it's down a little bit. There was a couple of, oh, here, Forbidden J, Craft Lookup, provides you a way to look up craft recipes and make items. Oh, here's another, cleaner, simpler solution to having an advanced inventory. I don't know if it has a crafting guide in it, but that's SFINV by Ruben Wordy. So there's a lot of good stuff in here. And yeah, there you have it for that. So now let's go to here. We are up at my factory. Nice. Okay, so there's my parking lot. That's my Ferrari. Very nice. So we will come down here, and as you can see here, here's high voltage cable. There's medium voltage and a supply converter. So right down here, the solar arrays are on the roof. We'll visit that in a second. But we take the high voltage down and we have to convert it using a supply converter. Wow, it keeps changing. Even though these are idle. Is it sunny out? Yeah, all the batteries are full. Come on. There we go. Okay, so you need to convert it down. That will do that. Now let's go out to the low voltage. And you could tell that the black wire was medium. The like the hazardous cable, the yellow and black was high voltage. And this is the white, which is the low voltage. We have our machines here. We have a compressor, which is compressing coal dust into graphite. We have a CNC machine, and this is related to George's question about different size spheres. No, there's only one size. We have a battery box, which is needed in the network. We have a switching station, which is needed. And these low voltage battery boxes don't have upgrades for the logic circuits, which you also have to build in survival. The furnace. So these are gold ingots. No, really? If you take gold dust and you put it in there, it'll change to a gold ingot. How do you get gold dust? You might say, well, you need a grinder. So we ground coal dust. Very nice. Let us take, let's see, gold. If we take, let's say we're out mining, we get some gold lumps. Put gold lump in there. Now we shall get gold dust. There we go. We have gold dust. So in that crafting guide is going to, it's going to go through all the grinding dust. So now if we go to the furnace and we put coal dust in here, we are going to get our ingots. And then we can craft how many ingots it will be to make a gold block. So these are all powered by solar panels on these. So over here on the other factory, we have high voltage solar. This is low voltage. And here's more high voltage. It comes down. You can see where it goes out. And then the high voltage. Ooh, I flew through a tree. How nice. The high voltage comes out of here. There's a horsey. And it comes down here. And it goes right about here. If I go down, it continues down into the mines. And this goes to the quarry. And there's automated quarry diggers that you can automate to dig your quarry. And I have 2 quarries over here. So what we were going to do is we're going to make stuff. Now, the reason why I brought up the inventory and the crafting guide, here's your crafting. I wonder how many, if this is going to make a block. Oh, look at that. There's a gold block. We have 1 gold block. Nice. And a golden key. Even nicer. All right, we figured that out. So now we have coal. We went mining and got some coal. So On this unified inventory, if you go here, it'll have a crafting guide. It'll say crafting guide. So we are going to go in and look at medium voltage machines. We need medium voltage cable. How do you make it? Here you go. So you need, no, I want to craft that. No, I don't want to craft that. I swear this worked in rehearsal. Result medium voltage cable. Okay. Huh. You know, I get the feeling that nothing is working. This is how you make a medium voltage battery box. You have to have a transformer, medium voltage cable, and you have to have 5 low voltage battery boxes. Wow. So how do you make a low voltage battery box? You need any 3 from a wood group. You need 4 rechargeable batteries, low voltage cable, and machine casing. How do you make machine casing? Carbon or cast iron ingot and brass ingot. So that's really cool how you do that. I can't figure out just how to make the cable. Recipe 1 of 2. Oh, here you go. So you need 3 low voltage cables and then 6 rubber fibers. How do you get the rubber fiber? Well, raw latex and coal dust. How do you get the raw latex? And you keep going down until you find you extract rubber tree grinding into latex. So that is how you will build them in survival mode. We are not going to do that because I don't play survival mode. I play creative mode. So we're going to take a medium voltage alloy furnace. We need a fuel. We're going to take this fuel powered one, some cable. We're going to take, wait a minute. That's an alloy furnace. I just want a regular furnace. There we go. And we need a battery box. Medium voltage battery box. There we go. So we're going to, oh, we also need a switching station. There's the switching station. So we have our power source, which is our fuel fired, or we can do nuclear, or we can do the solar panels. We have a switching station, which is needed. We have a battery box. We have a furnace, and we're going to need a grinder. We're going to need a medium voltage grinder. Very cool. So let us put this down. Yeah. I had a problem with this earlier. Okay. There we go. It wants to come out the side. Some of those upgrade pieces will allow you to add stuff. Like here we have the fuel. So now we need a battery box. It's connected. We need a switching station, which is connected. And we have idle battery box. What does this need? Oh, we can put upgrade slots in it. Very cool. So now let us put fuel in our furnace here, and it should come to light. Hey, it came to light. Very nice, and the battery is filling up. All right, and then we want a furnace, which also has upgrade slots. So if we were putting on, how you say, pneumatic tubes, and I'll show those off in a second here, and a grinder. So what we could do is we could add a tube. If we upgrade the slots in here, the low voltage ones don't have that. But we could put the upgrade cards in here, which will allow the side in and out ports to run a pneumatic tube between them. But right now, all we're going to do is we are going to just put stuff in there. So we have our network. Now this is just building it, and this is just to give you an idea. So we're going to take the coal dust. We're going to put it in here. We're going to let that create our ingots. So you would automate stuff with this. So for the grinder, if we took ingots and put it in here, we get gold dust. So we get 3 gold dust out, and then we come in here. We have 30. We have 36 ingots. So basically, that is how these work. Look at that. And that battery box should be filling up. How much fuel do we have left? 83. So that battery box should fill up. Now let's go into here. So I have my power and everything going into my battery boxes, and you can see I have the control logic chips. And then we are going to go downstairs. And this is where, so this comes out here. There's a blinky plant. It's turned off right now, but all the stuff from the upstairs will come into this chest, and then through the injector every time the blinky plant fires. Then you come out here. These sorting tubes will allow different materials to go to different tubes. So the stuff that can be ground or doesn't need to be ground. So anything that has to be ground first will go down this leg, and stuff that doesn't need grinding goes over here, and stuff that's just a furnace, and stuff that can't be ground or through a furnace goes through that leg. So these are what the expansion slots allow you to do. So the items will come down the tubes, it'll come into here, it'll grind it. I can actually put something in here. So you'll see it'll grind it, it'll send it out. The furnace will turn it into gold bars, and it's going to send it up to the cases. Very nice, all the way through. Okay, so let's do that again. You'll see it come out here, go into the furnace, and come out as gold bars. Very nice. Oh, you want to see something funny? Let's take the gold bar. We're going to change the gold bar into dust. The dust will go into the furnace. Change the dust back into a gold bar. Yeah, I know that was redundant. So that's how that all works. Now, to go through each machine, through how to create each, and then they're going to come up here. You'll see all of them come up here. And to go through each machine and how to build it, there are people out there that they do nothing but survival. So I only play in creative mode. And like I said, your friend is going to be those crafting guides. So anything in this crafting guide. So if I wanted to metal alloy furnace, and like I said, you could do this and you can go through. So how do you make a transformer? Okay, you need fiber. How do you make fiber? Okay, from glue. And you just keep going back. Raw latex, turns into, through the furnace, through cooking, goes there. Latex, you go through extraction. How do you get extraction? Rubber tree grinding. You take rubber tree planks. So you cut, basically you cut down a rubber tree. And then you can send it through your grinder, which will give you the extraction. So you have to make these machines, you have to build each of these components to build the component. And you'll notice that a low voltage grinder is needed for a medium voltage grinder. A medium voltage grinder to upgrade to a high voltage, or there is no high voltage grinder, I don't think. So everything uses each other. Force field. Yeah, there is no, so basically the Quarry and the battery boxes, yeah, you have to use medium voltage to get to the battery boxes. To make a medium voltage, you need low voltage. So everything depends on the other to go. If you have all the stuff in your inventory, what you can do is, this is kind of cool. So why did I do that? Let's get rid of this. Okay, we have one gold block and we have gold ingots. So if I go here and I want to make a gold block. So I click on that. That's how you do it. There's no recipes. Oh, it's unbreakable. There we go. So to make a gold block, why would I want to do that? I think this was a bad analogy here. You know what would be even better is wire. There we go. So to get fine copper wire, you need three copper ingots. Now I have those in my inventory. So that means, oh, I hit the wrong thingy. Okay. So I could either go like this, fine copper wire, and then I can go back to crafting and I can do it myself. Oh, that's what that did. But that's not what I want. I want copper wire. So I can give me one. Oh, I just have to take it. That was stupid. I don't have to take it. There we go. Give me another one. Give me 10 of them. Now I have 12. What am I going to do with 12? That's how that works. So your crafting guide, whether it be through your inventory system or whether it be on the web page, or that's nice. We have graphite. So whether or not you use it through the you use the crafting guide in a mod or through the inventory system. Geez, I can't even speak. So we're going to take away that. And now we have our batteries are full. We have our network. We have 93 gold ingots and we have nothing in the grinder. So it's to make a video where, to show each piece. Like I said, it would take loads of hours to do that. You're just going to have to play around with the crafting guides and go from there. So there's no real easy way. You might not even need high voltage unless you're going to do the Quarry stuff, the Quarry Automation. Because if you notice, I have all my stuff on low and medium voltage. Everything in the basement was low voltage. Now over here, I have a blinky plant. And these tubes from Pipeworks are going to go down. I have stuff in here, but I have the system turned off. This is my second Quarry machine. So over here we have a fuel-fired generator. I can add coal in here. Well, what I do is my quarry, the automated digging for the quarry head sends up all the raw materials in here. These sorting bars will sort the coal out, and the coal will automatically go and fire up this generator. So I have solar and backup generator. Nice. And then everything has to have a supply converter. So you're going to have to build all this if you're playing survival. Every one of these machines, you're going to have to build. This is why I play. This is why I play creative. A person that, oh, here's another one. Fuel fired generator. So I have two, I forgot I have two fuel fired generators on here. Oh, this one's the automated one. This one I can just throw stuff in if, if I feel like it. So that's how you do it. The person that strictly plays in survival, that would be Minetest videos. He does that, which is really cool. He has the patience for that. I don't. That's why I play in creative, because I don't want to make the canvas and the paints to paint a picture where Nathan and other people that play in survival, they want to create everything. So, it's to each his own. So it's not that I'm lazy. I just want immediate results. So you have that. I don't want to spend 400 hours mining. I just want to build my stuff here. Yeah, so that's going to do it. That is the easiest way, and all the resources and anything that you put in there, as in terms of the crafting guides. So you'll be able to, because once you know the recipe, I'm lagging bad over here. Once you know the recipe, you can make anything. Then you just have to find the materials. So hopefully that helps and that answered your question. Like I said, to sit there and build every piece of machinery, it would take an absurd amount of time. And it's going to take you a long time to do that. So get mining, because that's what you're going to need to do to gather up all those resources. And it's not really as hard as it seems, because if you find a good vein and you find a lot of materials and copper and rubber tree plants, and you're near areas, if you have the rubber tree plants, if you have the right mods for everything, you're gonna find the resources. It's just gonna take you a little while. Like the hardest ones to find are gonna be the diamonds and stuff like that. So that's gonna do it. I put out a couple more videos this week than normal, because I wanted to address the billboard and the Gamaldi mods for adding posters, and then this one for the resources to find the Technics, to build the machines and how and what machines to build it from, and go from there. So thank you very much for watching, and yeah, stay safe out there, and until next episode, goodbye.